Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel on Bam Glam DIY. So today I'll be teaching you this very beautiful soaping technique called marble soap technique, and I'll be teaching you how I achieved this beautiful marble soap. You can actually combine with any color of your choice. You can even exceed more than 3 colors. I did white and green color, and then the orange color, and then some of them I made yellow, pink, white. Some are just 2 colors, the white and the green, and then while some may also contain blue, pink and white. You can actually make use of 2 different shades of color instead of even 3. And so many persons are always asking, please, how can I achieve this swirl color? In my laundry bar soap paid group, so many persons want to know how this is actually achieved. Even in my comment section, some persons ask, please, how do you achieve this beautiful color combination in your soap? Which procedure do you need to make use do you need to achieve it? I will teach you this recipe from beginning to end. This is a commercial recipe. This is the recipe you go to somebody and you pay for it, and then they will charge you some money for it before they teach you this recipe, because this cold process gives you an instant hard soap. You just need to cure for a few days, just less than 3 to 4 days. You should have packaged your soap and then you start selling. This recipe is worth money, and then we are making use of only palm kernel oil. You know, palm kernel oil actually foams very well, and I'm making use of it because I need the batter to be creamy so that it can allow me to pour and swirl my soap. If you actually make use of other type of oil like palm oil, you may not actually achieve what I'll be doing. The full recipe will be stated from beginning to end. The final outcome of this soap, you will also see it at the end, but it's actually around 48 pieces of soap. That's what you should achieve. I'm making use of this mini soap cutter that is from me. I sell this mini soap cutter. If you're anywhere in Nigeria, you can pay for it. We can ship to you. We can waybill to you. Especially if you are just a beginner in soap making and you need something minimal that can be handy for you to make use of without it blocking your space. We also have the bigger set of the table cutter, but for now I'm telling you that this mini set table cutter, you can buy it, use this recipe, make your soap, and you have an awesome soap you can sell to your family, your friends, your neighborhood. If you have a machine, you can use this recipe for it. You have a very sound soap. And mind you, the set, when you want to buy this mini table cutter set from me, it contains mould, it contains your soaping stamp, it contains the groove that I use in shaping the soap, and then it contains the log splitter and the tablet cutter, which is the cutter itself. It is minimal. You can attach it to work with it on any surface at all. Don't worry. Let's not dive much into that. You can actually WhatsApp me with the number on the screen if you want to purchase it, and we can discuss more on WhatsApp. Please, WhatsApp, not calls. Please, I beg you, WhatsApp and not calls. So many times I'll be shooting videos and just calls will just be coming in and then be obstructing the videos I'm shooting. It's best to make inquiries with me through WhatsApp. I can easily relate on WhatsApp than on calls. Thank you. Stay tuned and keep watching. We're going to be making use of the cold way of making bar soap, the cold process, not hot process. For this cold process, I'm making use of complete 3 liters of water. Don't worry, I will state everything I use. You don't have to stress yourself. Just get your paper and pen and jot down. Into these 3 liters of water, I'm adding 600 grams of caustic soda only. Please mix perfectly, because if you don't mix it before you come back, it will cake underneath your bucket and it will just form lumps. So you actually have to mix well so that it can mix and become homogeneous. Some persons normally ask me, what is actually the difference between this cold process way of making soap and hot process? Some persons don't really understand it. Just as the name implies, cold process, you actually need to allow this lye solution to cool down. When you buy your caustic soda from the market and mix it inside water, if you touch the bucket, it will be very hot. We need to allow it to cool down to some extent. You can actually leave it till the next day before you make your soap. That's how some persons know cold process or as. But me, I don't like totally a cold lye. I can just leave it for some hours, then I will continue soaping. For hot process, you need heat. You need heat to make the soap. So you can introduce heat from placing it on fire to cook the soap, or you can use heat transfer method. That's hot process. Now for the oil, we also need an equal part of oil to make the soap, which is 3 liters of palm kernel oil. Because I want to color differently, using your normal sense, you know you have to split the oils into 2 batches. For that 3 liters of oil, I splitted it into 2. 1.5 liter, 1 part, and the other 1.5 liter into 1 part. For one of the 1.5 liter, I decided to use white color. So I added titanium dioxide, which is my white color, into 1 part of it. To the other part, I will add the second color of my choice. Please note that these colors I'm using is not a compulsory thing. You can choose to use any color you have. You can also choose to make your this procedure as a single color without dividing it. You can just combine the oils together and just make your soap singly. Please, if you are still a beginner in soap making, make this soap 1 color, because you may find it difficult to make 2 colors. Not even talk of making 3 colors. You must have been a pro before you start making those ones. So to the other part of the oil, I added orange color. Now this is my calcium carbonate, which serves as filler for weights. Sodium sulphate, which gives us makes our soap to dry out quicker. And then the soda ash, which is our water softener, as little as 100 grams, or you can actually not add soda ash into the soap to minimize cost of production. It is not a regular thing. People that know me very well know I don't even make soap with soda ash. It's not among the list of the things I buy when I'm making soap. But for those of us living in those areas that they have high volume of hard water, please add soda ash to your soap. It will help to soften the water when the person is using it. Now, this is sodium silicate gel. Sodium silicate gel, why do we add it in soap? You buy your handbags and you see silica gel in it. They are desiccant. They help to remove moisture, thereby improving dryness. You want your soap to be dry. You want it to be hard. You want it to last longer in water. You want it to be shiny. You want it to have a shiny effect. You want it to be very hard and strong. And you actually want to place it in a nylon, and you don't want it to be sweating inside the nylon. You need sodium silicate. That's why it's there in your handbags. That's why it's there in your shoes. That's why it's there in your powdered drugs. It's a desiccant. So you need it. So I added it 500 ml into the water. Now I've actually mixed everything. For the foaming booster, I will add it later. Please, for your foaming booster, don't add it here. Please, you can make use of any type of foaming booster you can buy, you can lay your hands on. This is just a simple cold process way of making soap. It can take any form of foaming booster. You can make the foaming booster I've thought about on my channel here. You can make use of the homemade Texapon as your foaming booster. You can make use of the market type of foaming booster. You can make use of sulfonic acid, activated type of it. You can make use of SLS, dissolve it in water. You can dissolve like a 50 gram of SLS in 500 ml of water and use it as your foaming booster. You can also make this soap without making use of foaming booster, because palm kernel oil foams a lot. I'm trying as much as possible to teach this procedure perfectly, so that you will not say that, Bam Glam, your laundry bar soap class is very expensive for me. Please, I can't pay that money. I know you can't pay that money. That's why I'm teaching you these recipes for free, so that you can use it, make soap, and earn something from it. Make money from it. You can't be on my channel and you're not producing anything. Please, let's make something. What I did was that whole mixture, I'm trying to divide it into two because the oil is into two equal parts. My first cup was 1.5 liters, I poured it into one. The second cup was 1.5 liters, I poured it into one. The remaining was about 1 liter. For that 1 liter, I divided it into two. 500 ml for the left bucket, 500 ml for the right bucket. You need a measuring cup. Don't do these things off head. Now, this is my foaming booster of 500 ml. I divided it into two 250 ml. My fragrance, I will also use fragrance of 80 ml. I will also divide it into two 40 ml each. I'm using only citronella, please, by the way. I know you want to know what kind of fragrance I'm making use of. Please, I don't buy retail fragrance. I buy quality fragrance from the person that is dispensing. I buy from the drum and share it out. So I don't buy low-grade fragrance. A little of it goes a long way. My soaps smells amazing. They don't have this caustic soda smell. No. I make very sound soap so that if I sell it to somebody, it will make sense. As you're washing with it, they actually come back and tell me that after making use of your soap, the fragrance actually retains on the clothes. Look for quality fragrance. It's not about the name. It's about the quality of the fragrance. If it is being diluted by the seller with propylene glycol, it has the strength has actually depreciated. So try as much as possible to get quality fragrance, and then you are good to go. Can you see how simple this soap is? Can't you make this soap? All those recipes I've been making all those while, and after making it is dripping water. Water is underneath. Water is below. Is sweating. Is this? Is that? Is this? Is that? You won't have that issue if you follow my recipe perfectly and make the kind of soap I make. I first poured in the white part. For the remaining part of the white part, I added green color to it. I'm mixing it well, and then I'll also pour it in to complete my third color. You can as well, instead of using this green, you can as well use pink. You can as well use yellow. You can as well use blue. You can use purple. Any color you think that works well with orange. But for me, I think that what works well with orange color is green. Green color and the orange color normally goes hand in hand. So that was why I first added it. Now you can see why this swirl will work perfectly well. Because the soaping batter is still fluidy. You need to pour it in. You need to allow it to pour into your soap mold without having any difficulty. Had it was thick and you scoop it into your mold, you may actually experience errors. I know some of persons told you that you can't make 3 liters of oil of soap with 3 liters of water. It's too much. If you're making 3 liters of oil, you use 1.5 liters of water so that you have a very sound hard bar soap. Where are you running to? And you say you want to make profit in soap making. After making this soap, within the next 2 hours, this soap must have hardened up in the mold. In the next 6 hours, you must have cut this soap. Then you allow it to cure. Give it 2 days or 3 days, you pack your soap. You will see how hard this soap was when I was cutting it. Don't allow people to deceive you there. Some persons will still collect my video without my consent and still use it and teach you in their WhatsApp group and still charge you money for my video. I've seen a whole lot of them out there. Some persons have reported them to me that Bam Glam, I was in a group, somebody was sharing your video and was charging money for it. These are the things I teach in my WhatsApp group for free without even charging anybody for it. Apart from my things that I sell, which is some of my recipes and some of my courses that I sell, that you have to pay for it. That's why when somebody comes to my DM and tell me I want to do this, the payment is the payment. I actually give you guys a lot. All these expenses, I bear it alone. So if you want to join my class, if you want to pay for my course, the price is actually the price. Anybody can pay for my course. If you're in Nigeria, if you're outside Nigeria, anywhere you are, you can. I even make video calls with my people when they are making their soap, just to make sure they have a perfect soap. I see some persons complaining bitterly. I bought 10 liters of oil and when I was making soap, it spoiled, it separated, water floated, water this. God, I don't like hearing those things. Learn how to make soap perfectly and you make sound soaps. Follow this recipe the way I stated it on the screen and you will not be disappointed. I'm begging you guys, so my niece is actually on the ground as I'm making this video. Follow this recipe the way I dropped it and you will not have any difficulty at all. Don't use very hot light. I just allowed my caustic solution to cool just for 30 minutes. And then I started making my soap. This is the set that we are making use of. This set that I told you that is for sale, available for sale. This is what we'll be making use of to make this soap. And you have a very sound, sharp, beautiful soap. And people will ask you, please, I want to learn how to make soap from you. Where did you learn this? You tell them, please, it's Bam Glam that taught me how to make soap. You will not be disappointed with me. On this my channel, I teach various things. Apart from soaping, apart from general household cleaning agents, we also work on skincare products. We also work on hair care products. So you won't even be disappointed that you followed my channel, you subscribe to my channel. You won't be disappointed that you are also in my WhatsApp group. At all, you won't be disappointed. You will learn one thing or the other that will be beneficial to your household, that will be beneficial to you, that you can sell, a skill you can actually convert into money. Just return back to my page and check all the videos I have there. They are actually company worthy. They are standard formulas. I don't give out things that are not worth it. The things I give out are real. And you, after making them, after trying it out, so far you follow my procedure, you always have a good outcome. Can you see how this soap Can you see how beautiful this soap is? Is it not lovely? Is it not beautiful? Wouldn't you want to create something as beautiful and perfect as this and sell? This is a multi-purpose bar soap. They can use it for laundry. They can use it for dishwashing. They can use it for washing any other thing in the home. Is this soap not beautiful and perfect? And the cutter is doing justice to the soap. Because there is nothing like making a soap and then cutting it rightly, cutting it beautifully. That way it will help you to calculate your selling price and your cost price so that you can know if you're actually in profit or in loss. Just make sure that you source for cheap raw materials. Don't buy your raw materials very expensive. If you are just a mom, you want to try this at home, go ahead, try it out. You will love it. If you want to get this set of table cutters, mini cutters from me, you can use it anywhere on any surface. The package is not too big. It's not bogus. It's something that can be well built to you and you can make use of it. You can use it and make bathing soap, use it and make a laundry bar soap. You get your mold, your stamp, everything. If you want to buy this set, just send me a WhatsApp message. Tell me, Bam Glam, that mini set cutter that you use for the swirling soap, for the swirl soap, please, I want to get it. And we can make arrangements. Within a week of making payment to 2 weeks of making payment, everything, your stamp is ready, and then your Weibo should be off to you. Please make sure the number you are chatting is correctly the number on the screen and no other number. I hope you'll be able to try this out and I know you have a very good outcome. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and thank you for helping me grow to this extent. May the Lord bless you. Peace.